Kick-Ur-Asana is designed to challenge you physically and mentally. And it is meant to bring you to failure or close to failure. Once we get there, then we're usually pretty much almost finished with the class. So enjoy. I got everybody's special requests. Welcome and happy Wednesday. Let's go ahead and start on our backs in Baddha Konasana, toes together, heels together. And then also make sure that you have your strap with you and place it at the end of the mat. In Baddha Konasana simply is just butterfly pose. If the hips are too tight and this is creating some strain on the hips, feel free to take those blocks, or if you have some blankets, you can stick the blankets under the thighs, using that for a little bit of support. And then gently bring the hands down by the side. Come on in, Nikki. I was already talking about you. I said she's our overachiever friend. Okay. We'll bring our hands down by our sides and just pressing our palms into the earth for just a little bit of grounding this morning. And close your eyes. Take a nice big inhale in. And an open mouth exhale, let it go. One more breath. Inhale in. And exhale, let it go. Soften the face, soften the jaw, soften the tongue. Gently bring yourself into the space that you're in, into that room. And slowly start to turn your vision inward. Checking in with all of your different body parts, starting with the tips of the toes, working from the tips of the toes up to the calves and the shins, the thighs and the pelvis. Checking in with the belly and the lower back, the upper chest and the shoulders. Noticing if you're squeezing or clenching the jaw. Relax the jaw, maybe even open up the jaw a couple times, side to side. Allow the eyeballs to sink and get heavy into the back of the head, and allow the head to get heavy and be held by the earth. Notice any parts of the body that you might be clenching. Notice where you may feel stress sitting in the body. Notice where you may be contracting different parts of the body where you don't necessarily need to be contracting because it's not supporting anything. Try to slowly start to release and let go of those contractions. And gently start to connect with your breath. As you inhale and bring that breath, follow it all the way through the nose, down through the back of the throat, down through the back of the spine, all the way down to the tailbone. And as you exhale out, follow that breath from the tailbone all the way up to the top, exhaling out through the nose. And maybe even as you exhale out, you start to visualize this cloud of black smoke leaving the body. And that just represents all of the junk that is not serving you well. Spend a few moments here, allowing the breath to become a little bit deeper, a little bit truer with each inhale and each exhale. And for today's practice, there's a word in the practice of yoga called drishti. And that just simply means your focal point. And every single pose has a specific drishti, a specific focal point. When we're taking yoga off of the mat, we still have a drishti, and that is what we're focused on. So as yogis, it's important to check in daily, in challenging times, maybe hourly, maybe every minute, and check in with what we are focused on. It's easy to get caught up on what we're missing out on. I found myself this morning reflecting upon one of my favorite things to do is for my daughter and I to go to her volleyball tournaments. And this past weekend was supposed to be our 3-day tournament, which is our favorite time of the year and time that we get to spend together. And I found myself going down a little bit of a rabbit hole of sadness and grief, which that's okay. But if I stay focused there, then I'm gonna miss out on this abundant opportunity that I have to be here and present with you all, to be present in my body. And what a gift it is that we don't have the virus, that we currently have this technology to be able to connect. So acknowledging that the focus was a little bit on a morning side, it's okay to stay there for just a little bit, but stay connected with your drishti and try to change that focus to what really is important. So what is your focus for today? What is your drishti? I invite you to set an intention or a dedication for today's practice. And when you're ready, let's seal that intention with a nice big inhale in. Let it go, exhale. One more breath, inhale in. And exhale, let it go. Option to keep your legs in Baddha Konasana. Bring that right thigh to the belly. Keep the left leg in Baddha Konasana. If this is too much for your hips, straighten the left leg out. On the next exhale, gently straighten the right leg up towards the sky. You can either place those hands behind the hamstrings, hands behind the calf, maybe grab the toes if you would like, or grab that strap and place the strap onto the ball of the foot. Good. Exploring and navigating the hamstrings here. Inhaling in, releasing the stretch ever so slightly. Exhale, bringing the toes towards the forehead, breathing through the back of the right thigh. Good. Just noticing what's going on in those hamstrings. Let's be a little bit more mobile, add a little more movement, opposed to being a little bit more static. If you want to be static, be static. No judgment here. But just kind of explore what's happening back there. On the next exhale, gently release the strap from the foot. Bring the left foot flat to the earth. Figure 4, the right ankle over the left knee. Take the right hand, place it onto the knee, open up the hip here. Good. Option to stay here. Option to start to bring the left knee towards the chest. What we're going to do here is take the left hand, grab the outside of the left foot, and gently take the right arm, lift up through the chest, and snuggle the knee into the crease of the right arm. Send the left leg out, nice big stretch through the right hip. Pulling the knee and the hip in. I'm gonna flip around this way so you get a little better view. Good. Option to take the left hand, bring it into the right crease of the right foot. And now we're just doing a little cradle the baby. Push the small of the back into the earth, lift the left heel up, and just hug the thigh in. And maybe rock side to side here. Maybe front to back. Just checking in with the body. What's happening in there today? Good. Hug the right thigh back into the belly and full Baddha Konasana, toes together, heels together. Bring the left thigh into the belly. Hug it in. A little bit of a squeeze here. Straighten the left leg up towards the sky. The hands can come behind the hamstrings. The hands can come up to the shins. The hands can come to the toes. Or feel free to grab the strap if you need it. Three to four breaths here. Really connecting with that breath. Using that breath as like a little bit of a dance throughout the body. Visualizing that new energy as you bring it in through the nose, dancing through the body, taking away all of the junk that is not serving you well. Beautiful work. Hug the left knee in. Bring the right foot flat. Figure four. Left ankle over the right knee. Place the hands into the left knee. Opening the hip here. Gently bring the right knee towards the chest. Take the right hand, grab the arch of the left foot, lift up through the chest, left arm comes around, hugs, send the right leg out. Take the right hand, right arm, wrap it around. The left arch of the foot, hug it in, just cradle the baby here. Cradle the baby. I'm in rare form this morning. Right. This may be a disaster. One more breath here. Good. Release the foot. Hug the left thigh into the belly. And send it back out. Beautiful work, my friends. Bring those thighs into the belly. Bring the hands down by the side. Scoop the navel in towards the spine, scoop the tail towards the end of the mat. Slowly bring the toes down, tap the toes to the earth, just a slight tap. Bring the thighs back into the belly, press the hands into the earth, lift up the bum. Slowly lower back down, touch, back up for 2. Good, we're going to 10. 3. 4. Get those bums up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the knees up. Hold here. Straighten the legs. Good. Flex the feet. Hug the knees into the belly. Send the legs back out towards the earth. Keep them elevated. Keep the small of the back pressed into the earth. Raise the legs up to the sky, bend the knees, send them out. Here we go, 1. Good, gonna create a little bit of fire in that core, because why the heck not? What else would we do? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hug it back in, thighs into the belly. We're gonna send them straight out. Bring it back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lift those bums up. 7, woo, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Rock up to the seat, cross those legs, meet up into tabletop pose. Good. Palms align with the shoulders, knees are hip width apart, allow the navel to fall towards the earth. what's going on in the body here. Notice where you feel the most sensations. Bring the breath to that part of the body. Good. Draw the chin to the chest. Push the earth away with the hands. Tuck the tail. Separate those shoulder blades. Maybe rock front to back here. Check in with the neck. Check in with the lower back. Check in with the shoulders. Make any additional movements that you need to make. Let's move through some cat-cows. Again, adding any extra movement. This is a freestyle cat-cow. On the next exhale, come to a neutral tabletop. Put those fingers around to face the knees. Press the palms into the earth. And let's just walk side to side here with those hands. Back to the center, right hand facing the right, left hand facing the left. Bring the shoulders over the right hand. 3 giant circles here. And reverse it 3 the opposite direction. Good. Press the hands into the earth. Come back to tabletop pose. Bring the knees a couple inches back from the hips. Slowly lower down to the belly. Bringing the elbows underneath the shoulders. Lift up for Sphinx pose. Pull the elbows in towards the hip points. Roll the shoulders back and down. Open the heart and chest. Press all 10 toenails into the earth. Slowly. From Sphinx to Seal. Press the hands into the earth and slowly start to straighten the arms. Good. Very nice and slowly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift back up. Good. 10 was too much. Let's do 5. Lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. Hug those elbows towards each other. Bring those biceps towards the sky. These arms are working. Back up. Good. Keep it working. Slowly lower down. Just creating a little bit of heat in those triceps. Slowly lower back down. Good. 2 more. Up. Up. 1 more. Up. Slowly lower. Not all the way down yet. Hover here. Hug those elbows in. Bring the biceps towards the front. You should feel a little bit of a burn or a sensation through the upper shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release back down. Good. Come up for elbow plank. Whee! Lift those hips up. Slowly lower the belly down towards the earth. Come back up to the top for 1. Down, up for 2. Keep that tail aiming towards those heels. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Stay in elbow plank here. Press the right hand into the earth, left hand into the earth. Extended plank. Lift up through those hip points, draw the tailbone down. So it's a wonky plank. Not properly aligned. Get the butt down. Lift up through those shoulders. Hands are touching the end of the mat. Good. Slowly walk the hands back to a true plank. Lift the bum up, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, shake the head, roll up the spine. Go ahead, check in with the body here. What is the body needing for your practice? toes, tippy toes, roll out for plank pose. Chaturanga, high plank, downward facing dog. Roll it on out, plank pose, 2, 1, 2, downward facing dog. Roll it back out, here we go for 3, 1, keep the core tight, 2, 3, take it back. Good, rolling it on out for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, take it on back. Number 5, here we go. Roll it out for 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take it back for downward facing dog. Walk the right foot to the right side of the mat, left foot to the left side of the mat. Walk the hands back to the feet. Forward fold here. Maybe reach around, grab the outside of the ankles. Draw the crown down towards the earth. Lift the tail up towards the sky. Finding that length through that posterior chain. Two more breaths. Lower the bum down to the earth from Malasana Yogi Squat. Take those elbows into the knees. Lift up through the chest. Let's make some movement here. Just swaying the hips side to side. Lubricating those hip joints. Shift over to the ball of the right foot. Hands to the earth, send the left leg out, Skandasana. Allow the inner left thigh sink towards the earth, allowing the inner groin and inner thigh to stretch. Bring the left foot in. Come to the ball of the left foot, shift to the left, send the right leg out. Draw that inner right hip down towards the earth, finding a more intense stretch through the right thigh, almost as if the meat is ripping off the bone. Now a good cue. Teachers, don't ever say that again. All right, bring the right foot back in, full Malasana here. Lift up through the chest. Yeah, that was a hip. Hands to the earth, lift up through the ball, walk the feet hip width apart. Inhale in, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands to the back of the calves and the forearms. Bring the nose to the knees. Bring the tail towards the sky. Bring the navel towards the spine, and then allow yourself to fold deeper in. One more breath. And fall deeper in. Good. Release. Walk the hands out for plank pose. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lift up for upward facing dog. Back to Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Chaturanga. Up dog. Two more chata. Up dog. One more chata. Up dog. Take it back. Downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Heel to the high knee. Open the hips. Maybe come down to the left elbow. Keep the right hand towards the right shoulder. Nice, even, bigger back bend here. Hip opener. Press the right hand into the earth. Straighten the left leg. Square the hips. Right foot through to the hands. Lower the back knee down. Squeeze the arms up. Hands back down to the earth. Step back for one-legged plank. Chaturanga. Release the foot, up dog. Back to chaturanga, up dog. Chaturanga, up dog. Chaturanga, up dog. One more. Chaturanga, up dog. And take it back. Downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, heel to the hiney, open the hip here. Lower down to the right elbow. Open that hip even more. Straighten the left leg, press the right hand into the earth, straighten the right arm. Bring the left foot through to the hands, lower the back knee down, sweep it up. Hands to the earth, step back, one-legged plank. Chaturanga, release the foot, up dog. You know what's happening next. Chaturanga, up dog. Chaturanga, up dog. Chaturanga, up dog. Two more. Chaturanga, up. One more. And take it back. Downward facing dog. 2 rounds of breath. Good, walk those toes to the middle of the belly button. Press all 10 fingers and the palms into the earth. Come up to those toes. Bend the knees. Baby hop here. Do 5. If you want to go a little bit higher, come up, kick the ball. Whee, I'm gonna fall. And then come back down. Let's do 5. Your height, wherever you're at. Stack the shoulders over the palms. And it's almost like you're a stack of Legos. You're just stacking one body part on top of the other. Meeting at the top of the mat. Inhale in, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale in, roots rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale in, half lift. Hands to the earth, step back for plank pose. Chaturanga all the way down to the belly. Elbows in for Sphinx. Straighten the arms for Seal. Lower the elbows down slowly. Press them back up. Down, up. Five more. Stay lifted here. Actually, come back down to the elbows. Dig the toes into the earth. Lift up through the belly. Here we go. Down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Press the right hand at the end of the mat. Left hand, extended plank here. I want this to be felt in the core, so lift those hips up, draw the tailbone down. Gazes out to the front. Lower back down to the elbows. Bring the right leg up, right knee, right elbow. Squeeze it in. Send it back out. In for 2. Out. 3. Out. 4. Out. 5. Out. Shift to the right arm. Elbow side plank. Stack those feet one on top of the other. Or bring the left foot in front of the right. Or right foot behind the left. Or come down to the right knee. have some fire building into those shoulders right about now. 3, good job, y'all, good job. 2, 1, back to the center, full plank pose. Take it back, downward facing dog. 2 rounds of breath here. Roll up for plank pose. Chaturanga, up dog. Chaturanga, up dog. Chaturanga, up dog. 2 more. Chata, up. Chata, up. Chata, high plank, downward facing dog. Right leg up to the sky. Right foot to the outside of the right hand into a low lunge. Coming into lizard lunge. You can lower that back knee down. Come down to those elbows. Roll to the outside of the right foot. I'm going to face the mirror so you can see what I'm doing. We're here. Option, I love to roll to the outside of this foot here. Giving a little bit of added stretch to the outside of the right hip, allowing that knee to fall. And I also prefer moving, kind of lubricating those joints and those hips. Some people prefer isolation. And that's okay, you can do that too. There's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong in any of this. It's what works best for your body. Okay, we'll be here for about 10 more seconds. It's a little bit of active recovery. I heard Nikki say Jesus, so I assume she was praying. Thank you for the prayer, Nikki. You're welcome. Press the hands onto the earth, lift up through the chest, flatten that foot. Dig the left toes into the earth, straighten the back leg. Snuggle this right shoulder underneath the right thigh. Bring the right hand to the outside. Good. Option to stay here. Option to hug that front heel towards that back heel and go for a fly. Very nice. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the earth. On the inside of the foot, step back for one-legged plank. Chata, release the foot, upward facing dog. Chata, up dog. Chata, up dog. 2 more. Chata, up. Chata, up. Downward facing dog. Good work, y'all. Big breath in, big breath out. Walk those toes to the middle of the belly button. Stack, shoulders over the palms. Lift up on the balls of the feet. Bend those knees. Baby hops or full butt kicks, just where you're at is where you're at. But challenge yourself. Maybe you find a place on the wall and you go all the way up, tap the toes, come all the way back down. Good. 3 to 4 more times. We'll meet at the top of the mat. When you're ready, I'll clear this out of the way for Nick. I know she likes to do these. Good. Nice, Nikki. Good, Michelle. On the next one, we'll meet up into forward fold. Inhale in, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale in, roots rise. Keep flowing. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale in, half lift. Hands to the earth, step back. Plank pose. Good. Chaturanga all the way down to the belly, elbows underneath the shoulders, lift up, Sphinx pose. Press the hands into the earth, straighten the arms, seal. Slowly lower them down, tap, back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Lower the elbows back down. Dig the toes into the earth. Lift up. Elbow planks. Lower those hips down and up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Full plank here. Long plank, extended plank. That just means those hands are way out at the end of the mat. We can draw a straight line from the crown to the tail. Those hands might start slipping. It tells me you're not pulling those hands towards the hip point. Pull the hands towards the hip point. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Chaturanga, up dog. Chaturanga, up dog. Here. Chaturanga, up dog. 2 more. Chata, up. 1 more. Chata, up. Take it back. Downward facing dog. Good job, you guys. Lots of shoulder work today. Proud of you folks. Left foot up to the sky. Bring that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Lower the back knee down. Come down to the elbows. Roll to the outside of the left foot. If coming to the elbows isn't an option right now, maybe grab some blocks or whatever. Put those elbows onto the blocks. The knees and the ankles are nice and healthy. Allow that knee to fall out towards the side, really opening up through the outside of the left hip. And add some mobility here, add some movement, really opening up those hips. Beautiful. Slowly start to lift back up. The left foot comes flat to the earth. Dig the right toes into the earth, straighten the back leg. Snuggle the left shoulder underneath the left thigh. The left hand comes up to the side. Option to stay here. Option to fly. Lift up through those chests, straighten those arms. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands onto the inside. Step it back. One-legged plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Release the foot. Upward facing dog. Back to Chaturanga high plank. Downward facing dog. Inhale in tippy toes. Walk those feet to the midsection of the belly button. Stack those shoulders over those wrists. Bend those knees and 5 butt kicks. 5 press to handstands. Option here, if you're close to getting pressed to handstands, maybe come to the toes, bend the knees, and go wide with the legs. Or maybe even start wide. I feel like going wide. I'm going to back out of your way, Nick. I feel like going wide is a little bit easier to catch that balance up at the top, and then you can control it back on the way down. Your choice. Let's do 3, 4 more times. Your choice. Good, Michelle. Good, Nick. Good. One more, everyone. We'll meet up into forward fold. Yeah, good job. Feels different, right? That looks good. Good job, everybody. Meet up in forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale in, root to rise. Arms to the sky, keep flowing. Forward fold. Inhale in, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair sit, sink into those heels, lift up to the top. Let's come all the way down to our bums, our Navasana boat pose. Keep the left leg hugged in, right leg comes out. Straighten the left leg out. Slowly lower all the way down, press the small of the back, keep the shoulders and the head lifted, keep the legs straight. Pull in for 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2. Keep pushing that small of the back. Keep scooping the navel towards the spine. Keep those shoulder blades lifted off of the earth. Focusing on the core, the full corset. Imagine you're putting on one of those old-timey corsets that button up through the middle, and those are meant to hug those ribs in. But we're going to do that ourselves, not using the corset. Here we go, double time. 1, 1. Knees in, come up to the seat. Good. Grab your blocks. You don't have to have blocks, but if you do, grab them. If you have anything else, books or whatever, please place them by your side. Either place your hands on the outside of the thighs, in between the knees and the hip points, or take your blocks there. Option 1. Cross the legs, crisscross applesauce, press the hands into the blocks, lift up through the bum, and the feet. The feet may not come up. We may be just working on lifting the bum. Either way is okay. If you have this mastered and you're like, yeehaw, easy peasy, straighten those legs. Press the hands into the blocks or the earth, lift the bum up. Oh my goodness, easy peasy. Let's lift the feet and the toes up as well. Here we go. 1, down. Whatever variation you're at, we'll do 10. And you may even just bring one leg up at a time if you already have crisscross applesauce mastered. Here we go. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Legs out to a V. Take the block, place it on the inside of the left calf. Twist to the left. Lift up that heel, bring it up and over the top of the block. Here we go, up and over. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. My hip flexors are really weak. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, and 10, 10. Grab those blocks, bring them back to the center. Bring them back in between those thighs. Press the hands into the earth. Bum and feet come off of the earth. Here we go. Up. 1, 2, Kick-Ur-Asana, lift up for upward facing dog. Back to chaturanga, up dog. Back to chaturanga, up dog. 2 more. Chata, up. Chata, up. Downward facing dog. Here we go. Right leg up to the sky. Bring the right foot through to the hands. Look back at the left foot. Step the left foot slightly up. Swivel the toes out. Bring the right hand to the right hip pocket. Pull the right hip pocket back. Parsvottanasana. Breathe through the back of the right thigh. Okay, option 1, stay right here. Option 2, step back with the left foot. Bring the right hand onto the inside of the right foot. Snuggle the right shoulder underneath that right thigh. Bring those hands back towards the pelvis ever so slightly. Press the right thigh into the right tricep, straighten the leg. Bend both elbows, shift the weight forward, lift the back foot up. Good. Beautiful. Nick. Beautiful. Good job. When you're ready, place that foot back down. Let's try it one more time. Snuggle the right shoulder underneath the right arm, or right leg. Take that right hand to the outside of the right foot. Press the right thigh into the right tricep, straighten the leg, lift the leg off. Shift that weight forward, bring the back foot up. Beautiful. Send it back. Come back just as you came in. Don't slop out of it. Bring the right hand around to the outside of the right foot. Step the left foot forward. Parsvottanasana. And we're all back into Parsvottanasana. Yes, Michelle. Good girl. Good job. Beautiful. Bend through the right knee. Step back for plank pose. Chata. Up dog. Chata. Up dog. Chata. Up dog. 2 more. Chata. Up dog. Come on. 1 more. Chata. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Good. Gazes between the hands and the knees. Walk or hop to the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale in, roots rise. Keep flowing. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair sit. Sink into those heels. Come all the way down to the bum. Left leg comes out. Right leg comes into the hand. Lower, scoop the tail. Scoop the core. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2. So it's pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Beautiful work, guys. Keep it up. Keep those shoulders lifted. Keep the small of the back pressed down. Keep the belly scooped in. Weehaw! What's your focus, peeps? What's your focus? Jesus! I say, might be getting to the finish line. I like Jesus. That's a good one, Michelle. And dang sure better not be quitting. If it is, change that focus and let's keep it up. Here we go, double time. Grab those blocks. Variation on these butt lift feet lift. They're really all variations of what's called the Lasana pendant pose. Bring the left thigh into the belly. Take the right hand, grab the outside of the right foot. Bring it into how we started, into cradle the baby. Snuggle the left shoulder underneath the left calf. We've done this, but we did it on our hands, remember? Shift that weight. Bring the left hand out to the side. Bring the hands to each block, lift up here. Option to just mess around and go up and down. Option to come into full 8 angle pose. Higher you can get this up on the shoulder, the better off you are. Lift the booty up. Take that right foot, wrap it around the left. Squeeze those thighs together, shift the weight forward, drive the toes towards the left. Good. Or we just stay here and go, ooh, ooh. They're all awesome, guys. It doesn't matter where you're at. Let's do the other side. Bring that right leg in. Option, just keep lifting. Option to bring the left leg up over the top of the right shoulder. Lift that booty up. Go for the grab with the feet. Send the legs out to the right. Drop those shoulders. Squeeze those thighs together into that arm. Good. Drop the booty. Shoulders. Drop shoulders more. Lift butt up higher. Good. Meet, meet. Way to go, meet. And release back down. And make sure you're breathing through all of this. Blocks out to the front. We still got one more side to go. We only got 5 minutes left. We got to move that booty. Full plank pose. Here we go. Chada. Up dog. Chada. Up dog. We don't quit now. Chada. Up dog. 2 more. 1 more. Take it back. Downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky. Bring it through to the hands. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Step the right foot forward, swivel it out. Left hand to that left hip, pull the hip back. Right hip comes forward. Lengthen the spine. Breathe through the left hamstring. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, bend through the left knee, step back with that right foot. Snuggle, left shoulder underneath the left leg. Press the left thigh into the left tricep, straighten the left leg. Bend through the elbows, lift that back leg up. Remember to come out just as you came in. Good. Remember, we did it twice on the other side. Let's do it twice on this side. Snuggle that shoulder under. Press the left thigh into the left tricep. Bend through the elbows, lift the back leg. Good work. Bring it back in together. Low lunge. We'll all meet up in Parsvottanasana. Left hip back, right hip forward. Bend through the left knee, step it back for plank pose. Lower down to the belly. Woo! Shake those hips side to side. Come back up to those elbows. Back to Sphinx. Take the left hand and the left hand to the right side of the mat. Bring the right heel up towards the bum, reach around and grab the foot. Pull the heel towards the body. Stay here. Breathe through that front thigh. And if you want to, this is just a good, feel-good stretch. So if you want to rest on the ground and stretch here, it's good for you. Whatever you want to do. Release the right foot. And switch it over. Left heel up. Good, release back down. Gently roll over to the back. Just flop it on over. I can't remember what class we did, but we did beach whale. That was 4:30. Bring those heels to those sit bones. Snuggle those shoulders together. Lift the hips up for bridge. Walk those hands towards the heels. Walk the heels towards the hands. Lower the hips back down. Right foot to the right side of the mat. Left foot to the left side of the mat. Bring both knees over to the right side. Flat, bring both knees over to the left side. He's got right hip rooted and grounded. Knees are back up. Bring the right knee over the left knee. Bring the knees towards the chest and both knees over to the right side. Open the chest towards the sky. Carla, these are those good stretches for that lower back. I was reminded from my vinyasa class on Saturday that somebody sent me a message and said that they figured out that the reason why they have chronic lower back pain is because they don't know how to properly engage the core. And that's very true, especially for us women. We have these anterior tilts, the tailbone lifts up. And so when it does that, it all dumps into that lower back. So if we can be mindful and tuck the tail towards the earth, engage the core, that supports that lower back. Back up to the center, release here, left leg over the top of the right, and bring both knees over to the left side. So probably about 90% of the people that come, that are referred to me are referred because of lower back pain, and just within a couple months of being mindful of how to engage the core while standing and sitting, lots of those people are healed from that back pain. So it's very, very common to have that lower back tight pain. I had back surgery back in 2008, so I totally get it. I didn't do yoga back then, I wish I did. Bring the knees back into the center, hug the knees, take a happy baby pose, plow pose, whatever you need to do here to get the body for final resting pose. I know it is 11 o'clock and I am late, so if you need to leave me, shut your eyes for at least 10 seconds to be intentional on final resting pose. Everybody else stay with me and let's do final resting pose together. We'll just be here for about 2 to 3 minutes. If you know me, this is the most important part of our practice. Close your eyes, take a nice big inhale in, and let it go, exhale. One more breath, inhale in, and exhale, let it go. Close your eyes, clear your thoughts. Allow yourself just to be. to the right or the left side into the fetal position. Using these last final moments for moments of gratitude, reflecting upon everything we have to be grateful for. Inhaling in all of our blessings and exhaling out, thank you. Nice and slowly raise your head and chest all the way up to the top into a nice, easy seated position, with your head being the very last body part to come up. Taking a nice big inhale in, reaching your energy out to the side, up to the sky, giving all the glory to God. Exhaling down to center prayer with our thumbs to our hearts. Take a nice deep cleansing inhale in, and let it go, exhale. One more breath, inhale in, and exhale. Thank you all so very much for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. As we move through life, I pray that we continue to check in with what we are focusing on. If we're only focusing on our losses, then we will only feel loss. We are focusing on being present in this very moment and gratitude, then we will feel thankfulness. Opening our third eye and our hearts. Namaste. Y'all, thank you so much for joining me. If you guys get a survey at the end from MindBody just stating how you, if you enjoyed the class. If you didn't, just ignore it. If you loved it, give us a 5-star and put a little comment. It really helps us in our SEO, our search engine optimization, to get the word out about Yoga 8. So I appreciate you guys so very much. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help and support you. We are all here to do